Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well this fine day, afternoon, evening, whatever it happens to be for you. I think we're all in the same place, at least from what I see in chat, so happy early evening to Buffy and Gray, the usual weekday, weeknight culprits. Glad to see you as always. Yes, I was running a minute or two late again. Sort of, I mean I was more or less ready. I was just letting the AC run for another minute to pump as much cold air in here as I could before closing the door in the hot box, as it gets kind of toasty here this time of year. Previously it was nice because I'm usually cold, so when it was chilly outside it actually kept it a fairly comfortable temperature for me. I mean, everyone else in the world would think it was hot, but it was comfortable for me. Now it's hot. But yeah, I took your advice. I mean, technically I've had them for a little bit, and you saw one or two streams where they were on, but they were drowning me out and everything else at the time. So I think I resolved that, where I still look fine, and it does give some light back there. I'm not sure how I feel about the color, although I'm curious to what everybody watching, so basically Gray and Buffy, what color does the lighting on the wall look like to you? Because depending on, because I have OBS and one screen on my, basically my cheap monitor, and it basically looks like this wretched orange. But on my nice ultra wide where I can see the YouTube stream, it looks like a reasonably nice red. I mean, it's a little orangey, but not bad. So I'm just curious as to how it looks in general to people. But yeah. So yeah, I've had the LEDs for a little bit, but turned them back on and thought I'd give them another go. I'm not sure if red's the color they will stay, but that's the color they are for right now. So, yeah. Orangish red. Okay, so kind of probably in between the two monitors, which isn't shocking. Alright. Well, anyway, let us get on with episode 25. Aha, I can actually see what episode it is now, as long as I don't, you know, cock anything up between now and sometime later. And we're in Skellige, and now we have to decide what to wear. It's a much more difficult decision than it might seem, but we're gonna do it. And I didn't look it up, nor did I come in and try several times. My wife had the good suggestion of doing that last night, but I didn't get around to it. Because I think I remember what I have to wear. So there might be like a redo, but no big deal. Anyway, we shall get on with it now. As always, let me know if everything sounds good, needs any work.
Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts.
Since it was a newer intro that we haven't heard 100 times yet, I figured I would not talk over Dandelion. Ah, good, I did put it on the right screen this time. Good, good. Anyway, nothing should have changed, so everything should sound the same as last time, but if that's not the case, do let me know. And I will pull my non-existent hair out, trying to fix it. Okay. My weight's not all that bad, all things considered. It's not a big enough step up. I'm never gonna actually use an axe. Like, it sounds great, and that's a ton of armor piercing and critical damage, but I don't know, maybe I will for shits and giggles at some point. Just for fun. Silver sword. Again, the damage bonus overall doesn't make up for the generally crappy other stats. At least relative to what I have on, so... But I'm going to keep that one, because that'll make a nice display piece later. Fight on money, so I'm gonna keep that too for now. Oh, those are better. I should put those on. Although I can't have them on right now anyway. So, theoretically, from what she laid out, I should wear one of these, and one of these ridiculous pairs of pants, and these god-awful festive slippers. We're not wearing this outfit. It's off. Plus, then she'll just yell at us because it's not black and white to match her. Even though it's what she laid out, because she's complex that way. So, in fact, I think I already have both of those outfits anyway. Sell them. Yeah, I'll sell them later. Along with all this stuff. Yeah, I don't think those are enough of a bump up either. I'll sell those. So I can literally sell everything in my inventory right now because I already have it or I don't want it. Well, clothing-wise. I keep the axe for fun. Maybe we'll go some axe bashing later or something, but... So, she wants me to wear black and white, so these are the only acceptable pants we own, formal-wise, and the only acceptable formal shoes we own. Now the question is, which of these doublets most conforms to Yennefer's color scheme? I'll just get out of each. That one and that one. Alright. I remember the outfit you get from the end of the Hearts of Stone is a valid choice here too, but don't quote me on that. Well, yeah, but Hearts of Stone is a hell of a long ways off from even being doable for where I am right now. It very well may be. I don't honestly remember what that outfit is, but it's done this quite a ways before. Doing that playthrough as well. Figure out how to get that out. It bothers me that he'll never take off his stupid looking sock things even when he's wearing the nice attire. Alright. So that's black and white. That's black and white. That just looks dumb. That's black. I think that looks the best. Personally. Now I probably need to take off the glove. And the weapons. I hate doing that. Huh, without the gloves, his hands look disproportionately large at this angle. Realize that. But anyway, I think this is the winner. I hope this is the winner. So we'll put away... Wearing that, we're not wearing that. Selling that and that. Alright, selling all of that. And that is the stuff we're currently going to be putting back on. This in here so I don't accidentally sell it. Alright. Locked from the inside. I guess back then it would require a key. I guess he won't talk to me. It's cool they added the option in the main quest as Hearts of Stone came out a while after this quest was made. Yeah. Yeah, they allowed you to start going to the 2 expansions pretty early in the game on another playthrough, which would be doable if you're doing like a new game plus and you're just that kitted out from your last one and you just started over. So that would make sense actually, now that I think about it. Hearts of Stone's a cool quest line, and I actually really enjoy it, but I just love Blood and Wine so much. I don't know why I liked everything about that one so much. Other than the fact that I was bummed when it was over, because
got me.
I wanted more of it, but other than, I mean, that's not a complaint about it, really. Because it wasn't unduly short or anything like that, it just, you know. I would have been happy with it being longer, because I would have been happy playing more of it. Not much around. Why is it still telling me to put on the new clothes? If I actually put on the new clothes, then she's gonna bitch. I very distinctly remember that. Very definitely wearing either of the outfits that she laid out gets you scolded. Yet it still wants me to put them on. Although my favorite sword aesthetically in the game is the one you get from, well, I don't want to give I don't want to really spoil anything, but the one you get at the end of, Hearts of Stone. Oh.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trust. Hey!
Oops. Son of a bitch. I hate it when I forget I'm in town and can't just loot. No well.
Seek adventure elsewhere.
Don't stop to fight, just keep running. Damn it, Geralt. We're not fighting any of them, we're just running. No, I'm not, I'm just running away. Stop! Cease stopping and just run, for the love of God. Come on, Roach.
More damage! More!
That's annoying as hell.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts.
Mug my wife made for me. Perfect. All right, that works. All right, remember, no looting outdoors.
Let's nurse some meat at the tavern.
Can you swing an axe?
I can, I'm not going to.
Horses, flowering Nilfgaardian curs.
They all hate each other. Can't they all just get along? The answer is no. Did I already play him?
Greetings. Smooth seas this morn, as if the gods themselves were paying their respects to the great Conung Bran.
You a tailor?
I am. Only one in the Isles, most like.
Might very well be the only legit tailor.
Gladly look at what you got.
Wise man. No common rags among my wares.
Yeah, it's all the same crap I already have, dude. Common wares. Probably get more from other people. Yeah. Good enough. Don't need a haircut
So long.
because I
Come
like
see
this
me
haircut.
again sometime.
She did make it. I guess I should qualify make with. She didn't actually do the pottery portion. She did the painting portion. She's rather artistically inclined, so I suspect if she wanted to get into pottery, she'd probably be pretty good at it in a short amount of time, because she usually is with, well, most things in general, but particularly art-related things. But the pottery side of it is not currently something that she does.
Well, well, well.
Yeah, I'm rather fond of it. And the mug itself is just kind of like perfect because it stays hot long enough and it's got that nice thick
Got me
bottom
eye on
and it's
you.
a good size, so it hold, you know, it's not a small cup that you drink in, 5 minutes. And where's the rest of my tea? I don't think currently you can see anything else she's painted or made in the screen right now. There are other things hanging up in here. And more things will be kind of in the view. Haven't gotten them up yet. Or either up or moved into, field of view for camera, one of the two.
Dance with me, man.
Nothing in here, right? No outdoor looting. No looting outdoors. No salt. No salt.
They say Lugos is fixing for a fight. Not with the black ones, but with us.
If he breaks the truth, prove himself a madman we all.
This port, and already you're pestering me.
Truly be a
How's work treating you, Gray? Oh, that's right, this elevator that I would never in a billion years use. I don't remember exactly where it comes down either. I remember it takes a while. There it is.
More trouble.
Not a chance in hell.
Leave that claptrap about Bran.
I think so.
wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
I mean, there's not even any rails. And you can clearly hear that the wind is howling, even though Geralt's not pointing it out. I do wish this game had an actual photo mode of some sort so you could get Geralt out of the picture.
Yeah.
You hear the lift got on yesterday? Kjeld hung there half a day before they got him down.
I've always said only a fool would hang himself in mid-air in a wood.
Also, you're really craving sushi now, so that's distracting. Oh, busier than a one-legged man in a rat stomp. and also craving sushi right now, so that's really distracting. I mean, you could order sushi, I suspect. That part's solvable.
Let us pay homage to Bran. Bran those swords, but I never reached
Ah, there we go.
cliffs of
Lady
peace.
Yennefer.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You
Indeed
speak
he
as though you
does.
have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Berna,
Yes.
widow of the dear
Friend.
departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me. But on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
Yeah, fair. Your husband
Lovely
just
outfit.
got sent out.
You look dashing.
Ha!
Thank you.
First time.
You're dazzling.
You know I really missed your candidness. I'm glad we're here together.
I really do like this outfit much better than the original one for her.
Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
This is true. On Buckeye, yeah, you wish YouTube let you post pics in chat because there's a perfect reaction you have in mind. Oh. I often wish that. Like, I do and don't wish that, I guess, for that matter. Depending on the circumstances, but... Yeah, fair enough. I know you're in Buckeye, and I'm always thinking closer to Phoenix Metro than that.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
Probably.
I plan to tell you what I think.
Best blade's not worth shite if a
Can't
week
really
arm's
lie,
swinging
she can
it,
read
eh?
our mind anyway.
So, what have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread, sheep's milk cheese.
Our wagon's full of loot we've written from the platforms.
We've also wine from the temple.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
Must say it suits you.
Oh, I thought she was gonna complain about it. Because I think Geralt looks funny when he's clean shaven, and I think it makes his
Lady
face look
Yennefer.
too blocky, to be honest.
Greetings, Arnval.
Same with his hair
My
without
companion
having
is
the
Geralt of
undercut.
Rivia.
I am honored.
As you should.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Krach on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago.
She was quite
Yennefer
young.
and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lucas, Madman Lucas's firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otric on Hindar.
So I wasn't shocked that you don't have good sushi in Buckeye, I guess. But I do find it surprising that you have good pho without having good sushi in Buckeye. And Panda is Panda. I mean, it is alright for what it is, and I mean, honestly, I haven't found anywhere better for Chinese in Tucson than Panda, which is sad to say. Now, in very far west Mesa exists the best Chinese food I have ever had in my entire life, consistently over the entirety of the time that I lived there. And that includes everywhere I've lived in or been, and I lived in Jersey, and I've had Chinese food in New York City proper on multiple occasions. A lot of it was super, super good, but the best I've ever had actually is in West Mesa. On with cooking with Matt. Should just be food in general with Matt, not cooking, but...
Seems they set us with the sons of Jarls, exclusively.
Saracen Crate is the daughter of a Jarl, Geralt. Jarl's daughters are in no way inferior to their sons.
Do you know every last one of them dreams of being Bran's successor? Look at him. Likely lot.
Ceres is jealous.
So you say,
for the one among us
why
who
not?
performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke
That's
to Crack
true.
about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Hey, remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
She was probably a child
Had
at
my
the time.
reasons for not participating, but I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
It's like also a
My
good
brother
point.
walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So
That
you
is a
in?
bold statement.
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
And I can't say no.
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
There we go. Panda is in fact better than no Chinese at all. I had been hating on Panda
We're here.
often,
From
kind
this
of the
spot,
last
you must
couple of
reach
years
the
for no
top of
apparent
that
reason, although at the moment it sounds
At the
good.
summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Yalma's axe buried in it.
Well,
Whoever pulls the
specific
axe from the
things
stump
sound good.
first wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
Jonathan Davis in my head. Are you
Hurry! Axe handles rotten!
I'm ready. Now here is the question that I have to decide for myself as I'm running this. Do I let her win or not? Yeah, I wouldn't let any of the other, like, douchebags win, but... I might let her win. Ah, wrong way. Too busy debating whether or not I was gonna let her win that I went the wrong way. Though that does not seem to have made a difference. The quest tells me to beat her to the top of the mountain. I am glad that Geralt's running stamina recharges infinitely faster than Roach's stamina. Don't know why he didn't grab the first time though, but he didn't. Is there like no one else anywhere near me? Like where in the fuck are they? For the record, YouTube, there was an L in there between the F and the U.
I won, but only by a hair.
By
No
a hair?
such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's.
I don't think it was gonna let me lose to her. I
See
mean,
the
I
wakes in full swing.
sat there for a while.
Side of yous, who won?
I lost.
Lost to a Witcher Sparrowhawk. That'd likely happen to any of us. Enough of the nattering, let's drink.
Well, at least they acknowledged that she beat the rest of them and none of them would have beat me. Best you've had in the valley was in Central Phoenix, place called China Chili. I don't think I've ever been there. I would definitely try it though.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
Well, if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
Oh, really? I know that's not what she means, but...
Shame. Why would I?
The place is called Asian Cafe, Express stops in the main hole in the wall in a strip mall. They have a website now. There's a shop in... They actually have a website now? Wow. Surprised.
Tell me, Lugos.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Jarl
You
Dona
wouldn't
and
see it.
Hinder, and Jarl Madman
Doesn't even look
Lucas.
like a restaurant from the
Calling
outside.
Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Settle this outside.
I should tell them to calm
Who the fuck are
down.
you to advise me, eh?
Someone with better manners. You insult Bran's memory and Crach's hospitality with this. Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to
She
visit.
does know how
Let
to
him sail
berate and
over
make
here.
a point at the
We
same
ain't afraid
time.
of the black ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouthy,
Very
this
much
one.
indeed.
Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Oh.
Know what, Lugos? Just realized I don't give a damn about your hallowed rules of hospitality.
Time for an ass
Finally,
kicking.
some diversion. And here I was, ready to puke
I don't know if she's gonna be mad at me for this or not, because I don't remember if I did this last time or not. But either way, I'm gonna
Move
do
the
it.
benches. There's to be some gob
Because
slapping.
he's a prick, and I kind of want to beat his ass anyway.
Beat the bastard down. If you don't, I fucking will.
Oh, well, this might go interestingly.
Show the dark bugger his place. Nick the table.
Don't beat the bastard down. If you don't, I fucking will.
Alright, well. Don't get cocky. Just because you're holding your own against somebody that's massively over your level doesn't mean to get cocky.
I'll rip your doolies out, maggot.
Rip my doolies out? What are my doolies? I have an idea, but... Okay, I put him down easier than I expected for his level.
You got me good. That were quite a wallop. Still seeing spots, room rocking like a leaky tub in a hurricane.
We'll call it even then, as soon as you apologize to the lady.
Don't hold it against me, milady. It's my deep conviction sorceresses are needed. Deeply so.
No, at least he's
No
polite
offense
about it.
taken. Forget about it.
That I like. And the knocking.
They gave him a
It's
nice
what men
piece of
do.
cauliflower ear there,
Give
a
me
nice
pour, Witcher,
bit of
and me
realism in there.
squeeze. It's a worthy one. Witcher, have a drink with me. Proof there's no hard feelings. And visit me at times, I insist. Goran's been jabbering about bringing in a Witcher for that haunted lighthouse.
Why are the
Do me a
lighthouses
favour,
always haunted?
Meet him for an ale in the tavern near Arenbjorn. Then you but a short jaunt to find me, so as we can knock back something stronger. Here's to our next.
I can't, but...
No hard feelings, but we'll have to drink another time.
Yes. We've important discussions ahead.
You land rats are all the same. Fear to you wenches.
Nah, I'll let that one slide. That's the other thing about Skellige. They actually admire you standing up to them and kicking their ass, so it wasn't really a bad thing to do.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
That was exactly my thought, Gray. Mistakes have been made, and I immediately regret this decision, although in hindsight I don't, because I won, which I didn't expect to do when I saw his level, but apparently decent at the fist fighting in this game at this point. Lots of people die around lighthouses. That's true, because all the people that would have crashed on it before would have said lighthouse was erected, so that's actually a good point. I can't argue with that. But yeah, even if you lived right over there, you wouldn't see it. Gray. It doesn't even look like a restaurant from the outside, and it's in there with... can't remember what now. Like some crap. I mean, it looks like a rat hole, but yeah, it's the best.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Ouroboros. We'll need it.
But why?
Come, Geralt.
And why can't we ask
Now
Ermien?
you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
Obvious.
Yes? Yes?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to talk to you, just stealing the stuff. Because, you know, it's what I do. Witcher is synonymous with thief, after all, we steal children. I would say not really, but kinda really. I don't. Not the candle, Geralt. The looting, there we go, the looting. You think after all these years and the countless memes and complaints and everything that they would have, like, disabled the extinguish and ignite candle around lootables. Because it is maddening at times.
Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Buffy.
ship. While
No, that was good.
Chirp.
Oh, you
the
got a literal
jackdaws do?
LOL out of that one. I
Jackdaws
did not play
call.
the Bioshock series.
Goldfinches warble.
I thought about it, but I never played it.
Whereas peacocks screech, hawks scream,
No
larks
particular
trill,
reason.
and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
Interesting conversation they're having. I think they were making out back there a little bit.
That was close.
Remember to engage the nudity filter sometime in the semi-near future. Not forget like I did last stream. At least I've played this one before.
This'll be
I
tough
know
to open.
where most of it is.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come. There's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
A clear magic aura, huh? How mysterious. But that probably does indicate that we're, you know, on the right path, nonetheless. Can't argue. But yeah, I don't know why I never played the Bioshock series other than I never did. Agreed on the lighting, yeah, I need to soften it a little bit. I had them more split up and then it was a little weird on the wall, so it's...
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
Kind of romantic. I would say, why didn't she teleport me, but it's because we don't like being teleported. More to the point, we hate being teleported. But yeah, I need to work on the placement of it a little bit more and the softening of it one way or another. I don't know how yet. Decided. Can I go in here? I assume not.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Looks alive.
Interesting that I have something to say about them all. Well,
100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods.
I am exploring the mysterious room with my Witcher senses. It's not all that mysterious. I mean, it's a... I forget what you'd call it. Like, I don't know if it's a trophy room necessarily, but...
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Handy. Suppose. It's a door. Why did I have to examine it?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out. Monsters.
Oh, balls.
Feel them coming closer. They're everywhere.
Thanks for the commentary, Geralt, but first things first, let me get some, actual armor back on. That's all that, and let me get my weapons back on. I believe that is everything. Sword, Geralt, sword.
Come on.
That's one less.
Oh, she had kind of like a evil, magical tone to her voice.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
No. To my mind, it's the scent of sweet grass drying in the sun.
Grass drying in the sun?
That's one less.
Yeah, how many more are there? I keep thinking I got the last one and then there's more. I guess they keep animating as I kill them. Is that all of them now?
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Oh. See, I thought this was some sort of security countermeasure. Alright, let me catch back up on chat. Still an improvement, but you think that would be the next step? Just remembered you're a professional lighting guy, so you're shut up. So, I was a professional concert lighting guy. Video lighting is just incredibly different. They're not really the same at all, other than you're using light. But yeah, it's a very different mechanic, I guess. But plus, I still like to hear how it looks from you guys' perspective as well. And that's kind of what's the most important in terms of this. Hey, Sassy, glad to see you here. Didn't know you were in, or maybe you just popped in. How are you? Doing well? Good, good. Glad to glad to see you here, and glad to hear you doing well.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open. Let's go inside, Geralt. I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Probably a good idea.
Ah, our dear druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Ouroboros must be here.
Alright.
Letter bearing Ermine's seal to the druids.
Wondrous
Warns them
world of
about you.
insectoids.
Warns them
Ritual
about her,
plants.
huh?
Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography enhanced.
Brother Druids, be forewarned that a sorceress has arrived in Ard Skellige. Her name is Yennefer, and she hails from Vengerberg. I know you are immune to feminine wiles and will not let a well-draped skirt muddle your reasoning. Nevertheless, I warn you not to be taken in by her intelligence and refinement. At least he's actually going like, okay, her beauty won't sway you, but she's also incredibly smart and refined. I mean, you know, high compliments, all things considered. I know who Yennefer is. I do not, however, know the true goal of her stay in Skellige. I see no point in asking her this question directly, for Yennefer is known for her cunning and eloquence. She says not what she thinks, but what she wishes you to hear. You must remember this is no second-rate sorceress. This is a person who breaks bread with the rulers of the north and who most recently has been working with the Nilfgaardian Emperor himself. Familiar with courts the world over, she possesses an ability to manipulate that even the wiliest diplomat would envy. It's true. Yennefer has displayed an unhealthy interest in the site of the cataclysm we are striving to study. I have not given her permission to go near it, but I caution you to keep your eyes and ears open all the same. The sorceress from Vengerberg is a stubborn and effective manipulator. I know that in the past, her and Croc's paths crossed. I suspect that she will wish to use this old friendship for some ulterior purpose. What that is exactly, I will try to determine. Once I do, I will inform you in a separate letter. May the power be with you, brothers Ermion. Rather complimentary letter, all things considered, in a backhanded sort of way.
Seems Ermion has real tobacco brought in.
As opposed to fake tobacco? Do they not have tobacco there?
Goes in
Corpse
for
of
light
Novigrad.
reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
Quick be in time. Oh well.
Dwarven triple mead.
Don't know why I needed to take that, but...
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist.
Well, he essentially is in a roundabout sort of way.
A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork.
It's a
That's
goat.
what she called him when he was her tutor.
I really thought that was a horse.
A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
The look on his face of, oh, right, okay.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand.
No, well, there we go.
How
That's
about
what
a
the
mug
mug
of
of
mead?
mead's for.
Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermion enjoyed.
Look at this.
Oops.
A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
Damn it. Hate it when I cut them off by accident.
A child's skull.
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Not gonna
Geralt,
touch
come
that.
here. I found Mask.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Oh, yay. What now? It was
This is
funny.
it.
I agree. Can they not hear what we hear, which is the grumbling of some sort of beast?
We've got it.
Monster?
We must return to the feast quickly before...
Before the golem comes?
Taste this!
Alright,
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
trap!
It's an elemental. No crap, it's a trap.
Hear that?
He wasn't too
Smelled it.
bad.
Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Teleport.
Yes?
Look around for a way to escape.
The damn druid will
Don't know
poison
that
us.
there is.
This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
Sorry, folks, but I know this is gonna be necessary, so I'm not gonna get caught with the character's pants down on screen like I did the other night.
Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
Seems more likely. The Golgoth and
Wait.
shit
For
demon.
what?
We must talk to Krak.
Why?
Oh yeah, I get
Think
it.
he misses us? Because I
Dogma.
missed you.
So obviously we're missing. He went while she was standing in her underwear to start something while she was mending her dress, and now they're making out. And she has a devilish look in her eye.
Oh no.
Geralt
I
looked at
missed you
something
too.
and said, "Oh no." Ah, the unicorn mysteriously appeared. And it's in use.
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories. Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here.
Panties off
We
with the
gotta
teeth.
hurry. Krach's waiting.
Is that so?
But yeah, so not what I expected the unicorn to be. It's in size or how they used it romantically in the beginning, from the beginning.
Yen, let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off. Don't even try. My, oh my.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
I believe we're almost off of the filtered part.
We ought to
Portion.
get back to the wake.
I must dress. Turn around.
Why turn around when... Anyway. Alright. And back to the game. Sorry, I know we're all grown-ups, but YouTube would get mad. Yes, I get to see the nudity parts. Just not you guys.
We went out. For a breath of fresh air.
Indeed.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
It was a breath of fresh air indeed.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Can see the logic in that to a degree anyway.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. And we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that.
All of these things are true.
Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forward.
And they do give you your money's worth in the sense of they sculpt the characters very, very well and realistically. Yes, thank you, Stream Elements. Much appreciated, as always.
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe! Behold his will!
Yeah, where is he? Somewhere that has him concerned, by the looks of it. Apparently Croc didn't want her to throw in, but she is anyway.
May the best man or woman win!
Interesting that she didn't have her own sword, because Lord knows she knows how to fight with one.
What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are.
Sentiment of
Come
many
with me.
parents, I'm sure.
All the more essential we talk now.
You don't think Geralt did what, Gray?
How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood?
Probably
I
awkward.
remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
Sounds about
No
right.
specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
Indeed, on all
That's
accounts.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything,
Oh.
barely say the word. I'll give you
Got
all
it.
I can.
Well,
And
thank
I
you,
know
Croc.
the
That's very
last live.
nice.
I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Interesting. Probably accurate, too.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast. The site upon which the druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
So no,
As
he
I
does not.
thought. At any rate, Art Skellige's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
Wondering if I should talk to Ermion.
Leave that to me. Go. Seek and find your Cyrilla. If any ill befell her here, on Art Skellige on my watch, I'd never forgive myself.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Anvol, tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot.
Now, what of your kids? You need help too, clearly.
I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Interesting. I want to know all of these things, actually,
Can't
but...
help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
That is wise on his part. So, Sassy, the actual meaning of bugger is more akin to the F word.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the Isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordorachir and Skellige.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
Interesting.
At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the Isle back to its people.
Noble and all.
Worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Yes.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to
No
speak
problem,
of.
Sassy, anytime.
Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
I will help your children, yes.
If either
Didn't give me a
Hjalmar or
choice
Ceres
either
need
way.
help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
And now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Skellige. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krak. I will see you later.
Yes, indeed. When you say the modern version, you mean the older... Yeah, it's... Agreed, yeah, it's 100 plus years old when it meant that. I mean, it still does kind of mean that at the same time, but... It's not taken that way these days for the most part. Ah, of course I did. There we go.
My little Norgan's birthday tomorrow. I've no clue what to give her. Maybe a nice
Wasn't as bad as I expected. Let me go through. That's whatever.
Oi, oi!
Oi, oi. It's weird, because, like, the stuff in here I'm allowed to take.
Wonder if he's as strong as he
No, I guess I'm not. Alright. I thought I
Adventure
was.
seeker.
I stand corrected. Now to explore the castle a
Show
bit.
heart, foes, we show our axe.
Anyone in here? No. Anything in here? Yes. Whether or not there's anything really worthwhile in here might be a separate issue, but...
I want to keep an eye on.
They always say they want to keep an eye on. Why is he onto me? I was in a room. That's not supposed to happen. I am the Klepto of Blaviken.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
You should lose interest in a moment. To be fair, I truly thought I was actually, you know, out of sight, so it should have been fine. Any more dried fruit and bread are gonna have to replace that breastplate with a snacktical vest. Okay, that was good. That was very, very good. Now they come in here. Alright, let me out the door. That's sick. I'm not fighting them, just let me out the door. Okay, this is dumb. But fine. I'll kill them if I must. Maybe. If I can.
Not good.
Not good at all. It's dumb that it wouldn't let me out of the room. I mean, I get it, penalizing me for stealing, but still. For one thing, I was in a room, so it shouldn't penalize me. Damn it.
Damn.
Alright, fine. Alright. Yeah, it's...
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath.
I've been trying to be good and not loot in town where I can be seen, but apparently being behind a closed door didn't matter, so I won't do that again until I forget again, but no. I won't do that again in the immediate future.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
Asked if I drank last night because I'm pale. That's funny.
It's adornment.
Alrighty.
Melt this blade and forge.
Wonder if he's as strong
A
as
sword
he
for
looks.
cutting, not looking pretty.
Swords need thumping. Mind your manners.
There we
Greetings,
go.
White Wolf. I suspected you'd come by. Bah, I was sure of it.
Were you?
Oh, yeah.
The best stocked armory in all Skellige is right here at Cairtrolde Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'll gladly see for myself.
I kind of
Take
remember
your
that
time.
being inaccurate,
Give them
but
all
could
a
be wrong.
careful look.
What do you think? Who'll be the next king of the Isles?
Hjalmar, clear as day. Lad's brave and generous. And from Croc's own line. No better claimant.
An intelligent bet, really.
Looking for someone who can make me a master quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf. Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
Everyone thinks he's a master, and he's not.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
I want to look at your stock. I just want to sell you some stuff. Actually, I will look at his stock and see if he has anything worthwhile, but... Keeping all of that. Alright. So that's actually really good. I'm not gonna buy it for that, but... Because I'll find better stuff on my own, I'm pretty sure, but... Assassin's boots? No. Mountain folk boots. No. Undvik boots. Nope. I was gonna say it's a better version of my trousers, but they're not. Get more armor, but a lot less vitality. I'll stick with what I find. What are these? Clues on the map, Witcher gear. I will always take maps to Witcher gear. Prayer Brigade armor. I buy that later. Alright. Cool.
So long.
So you're back.
See if we can
Was right,
beat him
wasn't I?
yet or not. I'm not sure if we're ready to take on
Wouldn't mind a
Skelligers
few
yet.
rounds of cards.
Overall, it's not a bad draw, really. I have enough close combat to make Dandelion all that worthwhile. Okay, there we go. Got there in the end. Too bad I don't have a spy. Or a decoy is what I meant to say. Spy would have been nice too. Might be in trouble here. Depends on what he got. Also tempted to pass. But at the same time, it's only 10 points. He can easily come back and beat me, so... Okay then. Fine, take it. Can't decide if that was a good or bad decision on my part yet, but we'll see. This card, after playing, kills the strongest cards on the battlefield. That's what I thought, just wanted to refresh my memory. Scorch won't touch those. I'm gonna take them down as much as I can. That didn't go all that well. Man, I thought I was gonna take out 2 of his. That's annoying. I feel like it should have, but it didn't. go. Might not need to use the spy, we'll see. Depends on the two. Okay. Went more easily than I expected. Not that I am complaining. Alright. I got a ghoul. I always find it interesting when the card I win from them is an entirely different card than, or from an entirely different deck than what they're playing. That's right, this armor has always been a little buggy. Or the blacksmith over here, rather. The armor's normal, but the blacksmith half the time is buggy.
Interested in a weapon? There's a tale behind every item I've got.
Tell me a story about one of your weapons.
Yes,
See this
I'm
sword?
curious.
You know by its crafter's mark that it was forged in the Isles. Belonged to Lars. It would have been the same age as I.
What happened to him?
His wife went missing during a nasty storm. It was said the goddess smiled fondly on her, so Lars refused to believe she was truly dead. He ran out on the rocks and begged Freya to give his wife back. Left his sword behind to show the god's humility, and never returned for it.
Selling that same sword now?
We could have tossed it in the sea, but fish got no use for blades. He had no family, so I'm selling it. To the right man.
Can't really fault his logic in the end there.
What are you peddling?
Bunch of stuff that's apparently over my level for the most part. About that. That would be good, but I think I can win one. Nothing really all that compelling.
So long.
It's, adornment. I engraved it. Melt this.
Interested in a weapon? There's
May
a
as well
tale
get the
behind
Gwent out
every
of the
item
way
I've got.
and not have to come back to play him again.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of Gwent.
Anybody got any upcoming plans for the weekend? Holiday or otherwise? Do you celebrate it? Not a terrible draw, but it's not a great draw. Seems like a rather silly waste of that card, but fine. Let them have it. They burned a couple of their good cards pointlessly. They didn't get much back. Didn't remember the Geralt card being that high. He got KFC instead of sushi? That is a very far cry. I mean, I can't argue because KFC is delicious, but... Like I said, it's not a fair trade-off, just a vastly different one. Oh well. Hate it when I get a crappy card like that as my extra. What does that one do? Destroy your enemy's strongest close combat units if the combined strength of his or her close combat units is 10 or more. I don't have to worry about that this hand. No, I might. But can't destroy that, so just get rid of that anyway. But yeah, any port in a storm, agreed, but also, yeah, KFC is not a bad concession because it is quite delicious, I have to admit. It's boding well at the moment. Nah, he rallied back better than I would have expected. Still lost, but he rallied back better than I would have expected. What did I get?
Foreigner.
Ah man, I was hoping I'd get Geralt from him.
There's a tail behind every item I've got.
That's annoying. I mean, I am Geralt. I really should have the Geralt card. I don't need anything crafted, but I should make sure all my stuff's in working order and doesn't need repair. Not too bad. You're not complaining, you'd say they're polar opposites, but that's actually not true. No. So not that far apart, but...
Watch your step.
They're definitely a far cry from one another. Meet Yennefer at the site of the magic cataclysm. Alright, we got lots of quests. No, I'll have to go through and see which one to do next. But first, it is that BRB time. Seems like a fitting time, because, well, at least Gray got his food so he can, you know, eat. Not that it'll be done by the time I'm back, I don't think. But, anyway, as always, I will leave you with a tune, and I will be back in just a few moments. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let me catch up on chat. What did you get from KFC anyway, Gray? Just out of sheer curiosity, really. Do you know it's tradition to eat KFC for Christmas in Japan? Apparently it's because of a really well done advertising campaign they did in the 90s. I did not. It was so successful it spawned a tradition? That's kind of impressive. Gray with the random fact for the BRB break. Gotta step in for the Spotify history lessons we don't get anymore. That is true. Yeah, well, those are gone. I killed those. Took away the educational intermissions, so we will have to have random facts for BRB now. True. Fun fact, grasshoppers can jump higher than the average house. This is due to their powerful back legs and the fact that houses can't jump. But one day I will actually have a button for the one day. Alright, ask Udalric where Cirrus is. Because we are going to go do some of these secondary quests first, because they make less sense to do if you get in the sense of urgency that you get in when you start going down the main quest path till you catch a break. Look for a thieves' camp near the obelisk. Oh, that's right, that's that one. Ask around at the new port inn about Undvik and the ice giant. Sail the island of Undvik and search for Hilmar. There's that one. That one. Find the other partners mentioned in the note and look for the keys. After Geralt and Triss raided their outpost and killed Menge, the witch hunters decided to extract revenge on mages and freaks of all kinds. The city swarmed with armed units until anyone with slightly pointy ears or a whiff of the occult about them. Alright. That's back in Novigrad. I just didn't remember having that one. Got some Witcher contract. And naturally some treasure hunt. I'm sure we have a crap ton of question marks. Oh, have to. Thought 21 was bringing another one. Maybe it's 22. Okay. Another one at 22, but I do have some points burning a hole, so... No level 1 alchemy formula. Yeah, that is worth bumping up. I'm gonna want it. Alright. Yeah, I don't care about that at all. Oil applied blaze gives a 3% chance of poisoning the target on each hit. I'm definitely gonna want that. And it's actually probably what I'm gonna put when I get another slot. Now that I think about it. Increase potion overdose threshold from 75% to 80%. Probably gonna want that, but I'm not gonna buy it now. Toxicity level is above 0. Slow time. Okay, I'm not gonna do that now. And I don't have enough to... Yep. I need red mutagens. They're a hard one to get. Family-sized bucket with coleslaw and mashed potatoes. For the whole house. I'm not that fat. I didn't assume the entire... well, one, I know you have a wife and at least one child. So I assumed that all of you were eating on this and that you didn't order the family-sized bucket for yourself, because, well, if you ate like that, you would be dead before you were in your 30s, unless you were one of those random freaks of nature that eats like that and smokes 2 packs of cigarettes every day and, you know, drinks a gallon of booze and somehow lives to be 100 and relatively good health because they've, like, pickled themselves or something. But, you know, there are some family-sized portions I can take on solo, but not that. I used to be able to eat a lot more. Now I very rarely eat much at one time, so I don't know if there's a family portion of anything I could kill. Original recipe or extra crispy? You've already lost like half a point for getting coleslaw, but that's only because I don't like coleslaw. But everyone else does, so it's only a half a point. But I will actually judge you a lot more on what kind of skin you got on your chicken. It sounded very racist out of context. Arching art increases arch range by 1 yard. I don't really care about that right now. Ard sweep. I don't care about that either right now. Glyphs, yeah, I don't care. Alternate side mode damages and slows enemies within a 10-yard radius. Destroys projectiles passing through this area. I really did play with that one last time. I mean not now, but fire stream, alternate side mode emits a continuous stream of fire that damages enemies. Yeah, I don't remember that one being all that good. Like, I got it, I just don't remember it being very good. That I want. That I want. So I need more, because I need a total of 8. 3, 6, 9, 2. I mean, I need 8 more. Got 3, 6, 9, 10. Or is it 8 individuals? Original recipe, my man. Alright. Don't get me wrong, extra crispy's good and the texture's nice, but just nothing beats the original recipe. It's just amazing. Active shield's good. I'm gonna want it at some point, so let's get it. Oh, yeah, so that was needed 8 more. That sucks. We'll do this, though. No! God, son of a bitch. It's fine, I would have done it eventually, it's just not what I wanted to do. I hate how it does. Anyway, here's you'd pick Popeyes, but they don't have one near me. So, I like Popeyes as well, but it depends on what I'm in the mood for, because I want, you know, if I have my druthers between Popeyes or KFC, it totally depends on which I'm in the mood for, because they're different. They're both out, I love them both, but they're different. So, okay. It's fine. Our ally briefly becomes an ally and deals 40% more damage. Yeah, I don't need to bump that up yet. Can't bump that up anymore, and I need more for it to unlock, so I may as well. That. Just one more. No. That's a lot of points spent. Didn't fully decide on one. Want to look at the map. Lots of question marks around. A quest giver there. Generally need to be working my way down there, it would seem. I do remember a lot of these question marks give you some really awesome gear in Skellige. No, I'm not gonna hit all of these tonight, but I don't think you can't really get to these easily from where we're at anyway. You have to kind of go down and around here, if I remember, because of the mountains. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave the main quest selected for the moment anyway. And hit our stash real quick and make our way down here. We'll go nab that real quick and then we'll get this quest and just kind of make our way down where we need to be going overall anyway. Unless we want to go start sailing around, which we don't. I don't, so we don't. Well, how's that? Stash first.
Maybe a nice little axe. Pretty little axe.
I don't know if they still have it, but for a while they had blackened chicken at Popeyes, and that was the bomb. Non-breaded, but marinated and grilled with a really good spice blend. Sounds potentially good, although I don't always like the blackened spice rub. It kind of depends. Like, some of them I really like, and some of them I really dislike. But I didn't know they ever had that, so I've never had it. Sounds good, and I would try it if they do. definitely a healthier option, I would imagine. Because it's probably not fried either, so... The majority of what's unhealthy about it is gone, with being the breading and the frying. Well, I'm not going so far as to like claim that it might be healthy, don't get me wrong. Just not as unhealthy. Could be healthy, you never know. Yeah, I don't have that many on me. Don't need that many on me. I'm not gonna sell them just because I will want them at some point to make the better versions, but not at the moment. Got a lot of beer. Could have a serious party if I wanted to. Alright, that's about that.
Oh!
Oh!
She's a great lady now because her son sails with Holger.
They're really noisy when, you know, you run by them.
Might be true.
I think that's the way I want to go. Let me double check. Is oh, but there's another quest giver down there.
Giddy up.
Don't remember there being another one down here, but we'll go check it out. Since it's right here. What's up, George?
Listen, Witcher. Got us some weird diabling. You know, drowners. Real problem. The kind your silver sword could most certainly solve.
It does solve most of those sorts of problems.
Let me guess. They're tearing your nets, devouring your fish, and attacking the occasional lone boatman or tavern patron who walks home along the shore.
Were that the only harm? Terrors in the bay are meaner than on the continent. They hunt come dusk or dawn. They attack fishermen wielding just oars and warriors alike. Sea tosses them up after. Armor shredded, guts devoured.
Strange. Any witnesses?
Yeah, seems rather...
Rurik, my apprentice.
Vicious
he was on a
grounders.
boat the Muir Diablin attacked. There's Tove, too. Her man was killed. She lives nearby, up a bit. Sorry, none of it comes to mind. Those who see the beasts, meet him, well, they generally don't come back to dry land alive.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'll take the job.
I'll take the job. I don't think
Dealt
they're
with
drowners.
many times. It'll soon be over. Got my word on that.
Beasts taken to slaughter and lumberjack. Man needs worries like a boat needs
That's pretty close. So.
Rurik, right? Heard you were on a boat the drowners attacked.
Aye, I was. With Ulf, my cousin, gathering our crab traps off the Kjerrig cliffs. Ulf was pulling up a line, having a hard time of it. Grand, I thought. Cage has got to be full, it'll be a good haul. Then something tugged back and down. Weren't a blink and Ulf was underwater.
Okay then.
Called after him once, twice, thrice. Then the water went red with blood. I smelled something horrid. Rotten, but worse. Then the Muir Diablin flipped the boat. Don't even know how I made it ashore. Must have had Freyr watching over me.
That, or the monsters had eaten their fill. Thanks for the story.
Probably the more likely explanation, really. I don't run them over on purpose usually, Buffy. It's just more difficult to avoid than you would expect.
Charm the lasses, not an old gran like me.
Are you Tove? I was told drowners killed your husband.
Then
Not
you were
a
told
very
right.
nice way
First
to
the
start
sea
it.
took my son, and now me man. I'm the only one left. Chavilla, our son, he went out fishing and didn't come back. My man would walk out to the Kjerrig cliffs every day to watch for his boat. I told him he cannot bring him back to life, and that he could die himself. We'd heard about drowners, but he couldn't sit still. Donned his old coat and went. One night, he didn't come home.
Hey, Belinda,
I
what on
fetched me
earth are
brother,
you doing
grabbed
up
a
so
torch and we
late?
went looking for him. The Muira Diablin, sea fiends. They'd clawed him so bad, I only knew him by his coat.
Small comfort, I know. But the drowner problem will soon end. I promise you that. Farewell.
Still expecting it to not be drowners, but... Investigate the place where the drowners were seen using your Witcher senses. Why do I have two different spots? Alright, oh, whatever. There we shall go.
Whoa, what a song.
Then the Jarl of
Well,
Hendersonville
my dad's off
sacrificed
fighting
the
the
whole
black
flock of
ones.
gods, so they'd send a man with a
I'll be a
courage.
priest.
Buffy does have a point, it could be early.
Husband.
That would be super duper early. Couldn't sleep, so you dropped in for a bit. Well, I'm sorry you couldn't sleep, but thank you very much for dropping in for a little bit now that you could, since you couldn't. Not that I want to be boring, but I hope we can help with your insomnia in one way or another. Seemed to help Noel get back to sleep.
What is it you wish?
Um,
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
just what's randomly in the trunk there for no apparent reason. Yes, that's all. No, not off the horse. Come on. Guess this is off the beaten. Actually, I think we were here on Tuesday when I accidentally slid down the mountain and took out the drowners, but... And these were, in fact, drowners.
That stench. Drowners for sure. Lair must be nearby.
I guess I was wrong. They are drowners. This didn't seem like drowner attacks, but... I was incorrect. Yeah, I guess I'm going swimming. Okay, yep, I guess swimming was the way to go. Okay. Guess I have to go down. Not particularly surprising, I suppose. I hate it when the mini-map, or when the mini-map flips up into above ground, or above water. Gus says, better be close, I'm about out of air.
That stench again. Slime and rotting flesh.
Definitely drowners, I was wrong. Bale, fancy seeing you. Yeah, not even Gray could bore you to sleep on Discord. Oh, that's rough. 5:30 or 4:30 there. Not for lack of trying, Gray. Nice of you to try, Gray. 5:30. That was your thought, but didn't want to assume. I was pretty sure it was 5:30, but yeah.
Human
Never
bones.
100% sure.
Unbroken, but the marrow has been sucked out. Need a long, thin tongue for that.
Oh. So you've been up all night on No Man's Sky. Did you
More
actually go to
drowners.
bed and then not be able to sleep, or just not tried yet?
A pelvis. Scratched up. Long, wide claw marks.
Yep, still not seeming like a drowner to me yet, or anymore. Again, whatever. Never did, but... So that's everything. But they are drowners, so I don't know. They're the drowned dead. which are different than drowners, but they're kind of the same thing at the same time. I like them to come out after me instead of me having to go after them in the poison. There we go. Right. It'll also... Haha. It's also going to ignite the gas. Should. Yep, it does. Oh, yeah. Better than going in and fighting an entire group of them that's tearing me up like nobody's business. Use the gas that kept killing me or draining my life to my advantage.
A monster's lair, but definitely not a drowner's.
That's right, you were saying they just added expeditions with 2-month time. Well, I didn't know about the 2-month time limit. You hurt your back really bad. Oh, what did you do to your back? I didn't realize you hurt it. Sorry. Wasn't from carrying Steve through daily
Bruises
ops.
on his
I mean,
neck,
can we
crushed
pretend
larynx,
it was and make fun of him
strangled.
for it anyway? And just pretend you didn't
Almost
tell us that?
untouched. Hidden for later. Drowners just don't do that.
Jokes aside, though, I do hope your back's
Bruises on his neck, crushed larynx, strangled.
Okay, it wasn't...
Almost untouched. Hidden for later. Drowners just don't do that.
Okay, so it seems like I wasn't necessarily
Bits of
wrong and it
boats,
wasn't a
torn
drowner.
sails, lines, sailing decor, you could call it. That stench, the marks on the bodies. This must be a water hag's lair. Got a keen sense of smell. Won't come back while I'm here, unless she coexists with drowners. Maybe I could make an extract from their glands, cover up my scent.
Interesting. Prepare a potion using drowner pheromones and use it to hide your scent. Alright. Why not? Drowner pheromones. Yummy. Alright, I've prepared them. I've equipped them.
That should do it. Now for a place to hide and wait. Behind those boats.
Seems like as good a place as any, I guess. Oh, and there's goodies back there that it won't let me loot, so I have to remember to go back. Ice for 20 minutes followed by heat for 20 minutes helps. Yeah, that is the way. Sassy. You don't have to come back before I deal with the water hag. And that too, alright. Had a bad back since you were 3 years old. You just need a day to get it to a point where you can ignore the pain and stop it from collapsing. Yeah, I know you've had a bad back forever, but yeah, it still sucks and doesn't make it any less difficult to deal with. Alright, seem to have gotten there in that little limbo stage, almost where she couldn't escape. She did get a couple of times, but... Alright. For all of you? See? got a new relic sword too. Let's see what that is. Oh, hopefully you can get it to the ignore point quickly so it's not as agonizing for you. Fingers crossed. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything back here. I don't think I did, but... always good to check. No, seems to be everything. Kill the torch so I don't blow myself up. Keeps telling me there's an enemy here and there's not. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't remember if there's anywhere else to go down here or not. I think I stopped going. I did. Oh, nice. A way out that I don't have to swim out of. Well, not underwater almost to the point that I run out of breath and drown. It was funny earlier if you could see me trying to make homemade pizza. Yeah, probably a little bit difficult with your back out, I would imagine. Definitely doesn't seem like it'd be the easiest task at that, given the circumstances. I'm not swimming out here as randomly as it seems. I need, what's the stuff called? Buckthorn. Stuff that smells terrible. So I can make my killer whale potion, which allows me to hold my breath longer. Because that would clearly be handy. I don't remember how many I needed. I needed 5 total. And so while I'm down here and until here, I'm just gonna pick up 5 and then hope that's enough. But I will pick up 6 since there's a 6th one there. Just for good measure. Now to land. Or land-ish. Because a boat wreck is usually a good sign. Yeah. Good sign for goodies, I should say. Or not. Oh, is this one of the boat wrecks I... No. Okay.
Magic. A place of power.
Never mind. Okay.
Winds howling.
There we go. I was gonna say, it's not gonna give me another skill point because I've already hit the place of power. While I'm here, I may as well hit it and get the buff. Back to dry land. Hey, silly, what in the world are you still doing up too? Or are you up early? How are you doing tonight? Or I guess for you it's actually technically this morning, isn't it, silly? Collect your reward from the shipbuilder. I will do that. There's a quest giver that was along the road here. I'm gonna fast travel, I'm going to ride there. Pick that up on the way. Oh, you're in West Virginia, that's right, so it's not that late for, I mean, it's late, but it's not horribly late. I'm so used to everybody being overseas that I actually forgot you were one of my one of the few U.S.-based people.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Look ill to me.
What does this guy want?
Most humbly beg your pardon, but I'm in quite a predicament, see. I'm a wandering
recognize
juggler
you,
from
you
occupied
lying bastard.
Temeria and...
Temeria? You sure? Not Novigrad?
What? Why Novigrad? No, I come from Maribor and...
You're not cut out for this line of work. Memory's too short. See, we've met. But you were a respected Novigrad merchant who wanted desperately to get home.
But I assure you, all right, you got me.
There we go, at least he
I
admits
know
it.
this all looks bad, but I swear I'll pay you back, mate. All of it, with interest. Just, please, don't take me to the Jarl.
Definitely won't
turning
get
him
my
in.
coin back if I turn you in. But try to cheat me again, and I'll find you. I'll find you and I'll...
Yeah, I ain't lying. Besides, you can go to the Jarl any time you want.
Then I expect to see you later.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm.
West Virginia or West by God, Virginia.
Till he shot himself. Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Roach, where did you go?
Hey!
Get back there. So I can see you on my map. I need to reposition my lamp a little bit. It's making my screen hard to see. I'm not gonna do it now. Okay, I thought they're bandits. Never mind, I will take out the bandits. Geralt, get over the little... Okay, seriously? Get over the ledge. My god, alright. Hate that it won't let you jump when you're in combat for reasons like that. Switch. Gotta kill the bees. My mission in this game. It's the entire point of the game. Eradicate the world of bees. West by God, Virginia. Funny. Alright. Forgot to ask what happened when you got hogtied yesterday. Silly, you got hogtied yesterday? I feel like I'm missing a story. I must be missing a story.
Job's
oh,
done.
you hogtied
Here's the
your
proof.
aggressor?
Now, why would I want to see... What the devil's that?
Water hag. An old, clever one. She was the danger.
Seen a lot of ugly critters in me life. Morays, lampreys, blobfish. But never nothing like this. Your reward. Well earned, Witcher. Well earned.
Thank you.
Think I deserve more. Water hag's significantly more dangerous than
normally don't
drowners.
haggle, but...
Not denying it, but my coin pouch ain't exactly bottomless.
Neither is the sea. Plenty more filth ready to crawl up from its bottom. Might need my services
Okay, I didn't want to
again.
be that much of a dick again.
I won't stick my neck out for those who skimp on the reward.
Extorting protection coin, eh? Take it. Take all I got. And choking it, you bugger.
Okay, I don't like that. That was just like entirely more dickish than I thought it was gonna be.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath
He
of
left the game
forest.
after Hogtie. Oh,
Geralt
Reg
set
dead
out for the
too.
Isles
Okay,
to
the
join
Hogtie makes a
sources
lot
and
more
seek
sense.
further clues of
You
Ciri's
jumped off
whereabouts.
too quickly, Belinda. Yeah, you missed all the
Hermia,
hog-tying and
however, had
fun.
no intention of letting Yennefer
Now, since we're
examine
from
the
West
woods,
Virginia, I'm not
so
sure if this
Geralt
is
and
our
Yen sought out Jarl
RD,
Krakenkrake,
R2
who helped
story or
break
not.
down the druid's resolve.
We'll stick together. It'll all work out.
No, I didn't want to steal that. I wanted to get on my horse. Not trying to loot. I don't want to loot.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm swinging it ain't. Kick your cat.
You'll never learn.
Here you buzzing bastards. Did I light myself on fire? Alright, I don't light myself on fire nearly as often in this game as I did in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That was like every 5 minutes occurrence. Might be being generous to myself, might have happened more often than that. We're at that distance where it's just not much faster to actually bother to call a roach than it is to just run it. No. Okay. Oh, that
We serve her
was
who is
lucky.
virgin, mother, and crone.
Job's done. Here's the proof.
Now, why would I want to see... What the devil's that?
Water
Resma's
hag,
really cool.
an
That's
old
so much
clever
fun.
one.
Well,
She
that's
was the
good.
danger.
Seen a lot of ugly critters in my life.
Another fun person for you to play
Morays,
with is always a
lampreys,
good thing.
blobfish, but never nothing like this. Your reward. Well earned, Witcher. Well earned.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go the
Thanks.
dick route
So
again
long.
because that was just much meaner than I had any clue it was gonna be.
Man needs worries like a boat needs ballast. Sail straight and even.
The Noggle Fair of Underspjall shores.
Now let's check and see what all we got, and I'm sure it changed my trophy to the stupid water hag trophy. It did. Don't want it. I want dismemberment. I need that more than I need XP. Oh, need to change that potion back off too. Let's see. That is vitality, toxicity, effectoration, thunderbolt, time intensity. Golden Oriole's pretty helpful, but go with Enhanced Swallow for now. More healing is probably the way to go for the moment. And ooh, a lot more damage. God, I'm giving up all that armor piercing. I just don't think I can yet. Tempting, but no. I run faster than your horse in Red Dead. That's bad. Old nag, only good for glue. You're gonna change it to glue. Is that actually something you can do in the game, is turn your horse into glue? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all. You need to picture Morpheus shitting all over the camp to post in Discord. Funny. Alright. Where are we going? I missed that question mark and all of that. That's annoying.
Ah!
We'll go back and get it because it's effectively on the way to where we're going. Where's... Seems to want us to go a weird way, but...
Dead tired, huh?
We're not done, right? Alright, fine. I'll go the way it's wanting me to go for the moment and see how that turns out. You never know in this game. Sometimes it goes well and sometimes it leads you through the path of crap you can't defeat yet. Clear that marker.
Hey there.
What is it? Okay. Make up your damn mind, GPS. Just noticed that the song in the background is the lute-only version of Priscilla's song. At least I'm pretty sure. Slightly slower too, but... Wraiths. I guess they were little wraiths. Wraiths can be quite the bitch at times. Well, apparently there are more. Any more? Wraiths, so it's not like there's a nest to blow up or anything.
Go, go.
Your pet dog is called Morpheus. Oh. See, I didn't figure it was actually the content creator Morpheus. I figured it was, I actually figured you'd named your horse Morpheus is what I was assuming. So I wasn't too far off. Okay, there's the road. Let's go over there, so we're gonna go here first, because it's literally on the way. And see what we find.
Move it!
One thing, we'll find some drowners. And a full-on monster. Oh, I'm sorry, they're mud nixers. And I still can't much tell the difference between the mud mixers and the drowners. They look ever so slightly different, but not enough. There we go. You can get on their timing right and get on the little roll like that. That's nice.
Drowners are coming out of there. It's best blow it up.
Couldn't see it for a moment. Of course, one more got out. And see, now it's a drowned dead, so... I guess the drowned dead, mud nixers, and the drowners are really all more or less the same thing. No! Geralt, why? Why? We didn't want to swim. In fact, I was trying to get you to go the other way. Here's the village I want to go to. Okay, I guess maybe I'm gonna swim, because it's the most direct route, and I'm right here, so why not? Did I ever see The Wraith? I don't think so. I'm guessing it's a movie or a show or something along those lines. You sent me a picture of the dog on Twitter. You don't want to scroll back more than a day on Jim's Discord. More than a day on Jim's Discord would take a very long time to scroll through.
Hold up, traveler! Wait!
What is it? You're clearly a fighting man with many journeys neath your belt.
Indeed.
I'm in need of your help. You see, it's me Sonny. I'm worried. Left home a fortnight back and hasn't returned. Will you see what's become of him? Would you mind?
80s movie filmed near Tucson, so I thought you might get a kick out of that. Decent movie for an 80s movie. I'm not above watching an 80s movie in this day and age.
Where should I look for your son?
East of here, midst the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Pharaoh. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Pharaoh folk are liars to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father. Pretty typical for his age.
His name's Olve, a cheerful lad. A bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks, except last I saw him he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely. None other like it in the village. Got it from me a year back, on his birthday.
That ought to do it.
No, that should make
I'll
him
look around.
reasonably easy to
No
identify
promises,
then.
though.
Yeah, me getting attacked by wraiths would logically make you think of it, I would think. I wouldn't say you talk too much, you're just, you talk a lot.
Drag their corpses out of the inn.
Yeah, I imagine it is blowing your phone up if that's how you're doing it.
Greetings.
Yona.
Greetings.
Mind if I have a look at your herbs?
It's the random mushroom. Don't see anything I specifically need. No, not really.
See ya.
Fare thee well.
Uh-oh. Not sure why she said uh-oh.
Brand those swords.
Mean to make your daughter a priestess.
Remember last year?
I know you prefer your trusty axe. You and all your Skellige brethren tell me on a regular basis. You've heard sometimes we Americans wake up to 700 messages just on one channel. You have heard correctly. It's a bit daunting. You spend enough time scrolling through 70 plus. Yeah, I used to try and then I gave up because I realized it was just not gonna be. It wasn't gonna happen. I tried there for a while. Cunning man wanted good folk in order to avoid thee being enchanted by the siren's call. I stuffed my ears full of beeswax. It worked, but now I can't get rid of the shite. And you know a man skilled in mystical healing who could help me out? Hold a candle to your ear with your head tilted the other way and melt it out? Patricide's execution. Otter the Bold was pronounced guilty of murdering his own father by the Council of Elders. He will be punished as the laws demand for such a crime. He will be burnt with fire, then flayed, then sewn in a sack together with a cat, a dog, and a snake, and finally the sack will be thrown into the sea. This seems excessive, because burnt and flayed is probably dead already. And poor dog and cat. Snakes I hate, so that's okay. I mean, not really, but... The Council of Elders' decision. The Council of Elders decrees that it is unbecoming that Randvig's sons and daughters should wear foreign clothes. Whoever notices a woman wearing continental lace, satin, or silk can tear them off her into pieces, then and there. Similarly, if a warrior starts dressing up in useless glittery armor or boots with golden buckles, he will be severely punished. Also harsh, but it is Skellige. Punishment for Barda. Everything's about punishments. Barda, Asbjorn's daughter, was hiding a Nilfgaardian castaway in her house. The black one was killed on the spot and thrown into the sea, and Barda will pay a fine in silver. Surprised that's all she has to do to get punished. Remember that whoever helps an enemy of the Isles incurs the wrath of gods and is shamed. Nithing? I'm asking for help from any who can give it. Someone has cast a cruel and treacherous curse on my line for which I cannot find a remedy. If you've skilled in undoing such charms, or even have heard of a worthy cunning man repeller who has such a gift, seek me out in my house near Ranavig and rescue me from this misfortune. I shan't spare the coin in recompense. Lotar. Alright, so we got a couple out of him. A race.
Remember last year? No one is horse playing right off that.
There's something beautiful there.
What do you want from me?
Okay, where's the...
Speedy Oswald, they call me. Because I'm quick. Clever, eh?
Okay, where's the guy I actually need to talk to?
Remember last year? No one is horse playing right off.
Ah, it's you. First Outlander to seek a place in the hero's pursuits. Will you ride here too? There's room for you if you want.
I will ride once I catch up on chat. Give me a moment, a good man. Great to get it to you once, but nobody talks to him now. That's funny. That's true. You're resigned to lurking and reading, reacting. Oh my god, I can't read. You were supposed to make it a 24-hour chat. It's sad no one will reply to you anymore.
Alright. Might even win.
If your arse is as tough as your talk, who knows?
The day shift just ends up being you and
Listen
Skywalker.
up, folks. Race is about to start. Running for the
Yeah, I
glory,
can
the
see
great
that being a
Mum, or
thing.
Speedy Oswald, Lonely Boy Svan, and Geralt of Rivia. Grab your bridles and hang on to your saddles.
Ride on for Freya!
Keep your distance, vagrant.
Tell me to keep my distance, it's a race. I mean, I do intend to keep my distance ahead of you.
No one can outrace Speedy Oswald! Ha ha!
No?
Keep your distance, vagrant.
No one can outrace Speedy Oswald! Ha ha!
He's pretty close on my ass, I admit. Come on, Roach. Hate when I run out just near the end there and it's like, crap,
Just as you said
hurry
it would
up,
be.
hurry up.
You won. Glory's yours, as is the prize.
I love how Geralt just has that completely shit-eating grin on his face about it. I mean, it's fair enough, it's just funny. Got Zakarian blinders. These might actually be better than the ones I have. Side note, you can't say Skywalker's name in anything but the Emperor's voice. That's actually very funny. Skywalker silly, did you notice he was only going head-to-head with the moderators? If he's going head-to-head with the moderators, it's never a good idea. Yeah, it's a good way to get in trouble. Nice. Upgrades. Oop. Didn't want to do that. You, Dolly, and Morpheus are the moderators? Oh, okay, well that's different, I guess. Actually, I think this is probably a good place to wrap it, because we are going on 2.5 hours, which is about the average for my weeknight streams, and a little earlier than I've gone the last couple, since I started getting off work the hour earlier, at least by our time, but I've also been exhausted, so it's not the worst thing in the world if I knock off the stream a little bit early and maybe catch up on some sleep. That would be a positive thing. See if it actually happens, but you know, quitting a little after 9 is a step in the right direction at the very least. Dolly and Morpheus are the moderator, that's why the chat this morning. Makes sense, you guys usually end up in control. That is... There's a lot of truth to that, actually. I can't argue with any of that. Rightfully so, I can't argue that either, but... Anyway, yeah, so that was episode 25 of Witcher 3 Live Hunt. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. We accomplished a fair bit. We picked the right outfit on the first try, which is virtually, well, it's impossible because I did it, but yeah, my last playthrough, there were many repeats trying to get the outfit right for Yennefer. I got it right on the first go this time. But I learned from the previous mistakes of don't wear the crap she gives you because it doesn't work. The game tries to trick you. But we got it sorted. Get it asked because others trust you. I mean, you are fairly trustworthy. I mean, I made you a mod too, so obviously I trust you. So you know, I can't argue with the being a factual statement, really. But yeah, we did that. A couple little side quests out of the way, a contract out of the way, and we are on our way to meet Yennefer at the site of the cataclysm that she's pretty sure Ciri caused, and Ermion, the chief. They're not mages, but whatever they're called here, not mages. I don't remember what they are. But yeah, doesn't want us to go there, but Croc overruled him and is letting us go. So we're on our way to meet her, and we'll wrap up side quests and stuff on the way. And we will be picking that up on Saturday. Nice to make it to your second ever weeknight chat. Yes, it is nice to have you in here. I'm always happy when you're here, especially on a weeknight. Feel bad for you that you're not sleeping and wish you could, but if you're still not sleeping, you'll live stream yourself eating pizza for the first time. Great. You're very welcome for the stream, Buffy. I had fun myself. Matt rightfully called out your shite April Fool's joke. I mean, you know, as you put it, you're an American in your 30s. It just wasn't really realistic that you had never had pizza before. Theoretically possible, just exceedingly unlikely. Thank you, Silly. Thank you very much. Appreciated. I had fun. And of course, I'll be doing it again on Saturday at 10:15 a.m. Pacific, which would be 1:15 p.m. Eastern and 5:15 p.m. GMT, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, because it's 8 hours. Yeah, that'll be 8 hours ahead. So no, 6:15 p.m. No, wait. Yeah, sorry, 6:15 p.m. GMT. Now that I think about it, because you guys jumped forward another hour. So anyway, but yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I do hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, do hit like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure everybody in chat here I know has subscribed, but if you haven't already liked, please do so. And then if you want to, you can catch up on my Control Let's Plays. I think episode 15, I believe, posted today, several hours ago now. Link down in the description to that, and a card will be popping up over there at some point, right about now. Once the video processes, I can't do it right now, but again, link down in the description, as well as a link to the Witcher 3 playlist if you want to catch up on previous live streams there. But yeah, do come hang out on Saturday, lots of fun. Turns into cooking with Matt more often than not, thanks to my Over the Seas crowd. We always get into food discussions, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah, everybody do come hang out. Yes, have a good day, Belinda. And speaking of statistically impossible, your friend made it to her 30s without ever having a Nicolas Cage. How? I mean, he's been in so many movies, I don't even know how that's possible. That's a hard knock, Buffy. He's been in some good movies. Well, I like them anyway. But yeah, I'll see you all back on Discord and in Darth streams in between. But again, thank you everybody for hanging out. Take care, stay safe, and have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening. We've got the spread here of what it is for us at the moment. But yeah, take care and stay safe out there, and I will see you all on Saturday. Night, everybody.